Coming up on This Week in Torrance, the local beach is chosen as the pilot site for a first-of-a-kind project to help the deaf and hard of hearing in an emergency situation.
Then a yo-yo world champion woos the crowd at the annual Rock Around the Block party. We'll share his story.
Plus, there are new vendors at the Torrance Certified Farmers Market that will make your mouth water.
And reporter Jesse Pierre tells us how to get prepared for the big one.
These stories and much more are just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now.
Hello and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Jin Chun.
And I'm Christine Lee, filling in for Ben McCain. Thanks so much for joining us. Here are your top stories.
A Torrance firefighter was honored for more than 33 years of service at the recent City Council meeting. Firefighter and paramedic Tad Friedman was recognized for his years of service. Friedman started his career as a Torrance firefighter in 1986 and became a paramedic a year later. He has worn many hats, including public information and public education officer. His colleagues say he had a positive attitude, outstanding work ethic, and was always ready to help everyone. Few of the highlights of his career include receiving the Distinguished Service Award twice by the South Bay Chamber of Commerce Medal and Valor Committee, and recently the 2019 Firefighter of the Year. During his career, Friedman responded to 25,000 calls.
Really was a testament to how being involved in the community and really treating our citizens the right way, and you're a testament to, as we heard tonight, your involvement and the countless lives that you've impacted, not only impacted, but saved, both on duty as well as off duty.
Has anybody heard?
So I want to wish you the best of luck.
The security and the support of the City of Torrance provided me and my family is something I'll be grateful for until my last day. The job itself, there's no way to vividly share with you the true nature of the job. How I can convey the pure anguish of a family who's lost a loved one, or the flip side, the pure joy of a family whose baby we have helped mom deliver in the driveway. There's no way to share with you the feeling of your skin burning and blistering while fighting fire, struggling to save the home of somebody in the community we've sworn to protect. The men and women that I've so proudly served with, they know. Those that came before me and those that will carry on our proud traditions and mission.
Friedman officially retired on June 30th.
Torrance Beach was chosen as the pilot site for an initiative that's the first of its kind in the world. At the recent City Council meeting, Randy Dean from the Los Angeles County Department of Beaches and Harbor presented to the public the Beach Emergency Evacuation Light System Initiative, a project that hopes to help the deaf and hard of hearing during an emergency. Dean said they came up with the idea as part of their risk management plan. In Los Angeles County alone, there are more than 800,000 people who are deaf. The project will make sure this population knows when to evacuate a beach during an emergency such as tsunami warnings, shark sightings, earthquakes, terrorist attacks, and lightning strikes. The system will help the hearing impaired through flashing lights. They plan to install a light system that will activate on demand and can be seen a quarter of a mile away. There will also be an audible notification in English and Spanish describing what evacuation is happening. The goal is to give people an equal opportunity to respond. The system will soon be tested at Torrance Beach. It will assist with water and full beach evacuations.
The City of Torrance has a new public works director. City Manager Leroy Jackson appointed Craig Bilezerian, who has been serving as the interim Public Works Director since May 2019. Bilezerian was hired in 2000 as an engineering manager with the city's Public Works Department. He managed infrastructure improvements, street maintenance, airport runways and taxiways, stormwater systems, traffic signals, street lighting, and much, much more. Bilezerian is also a registered civil engineer with the state of California.
The next time you head to the beach, parking fees may be pricier than usual across Los Angeles County. At the recent Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors meeting, 3 votes approved revisions to existing and new fees charged by the Department of Beaches and Harbors for facilities and services at Marina del Rey and county-owned, controlled, and managed beaches. This will be effective August 1st, but will not include parking fees, which will be implemented once the Coastal Commission approves it. The department operates 19 beach parking lots, including the one at Torrance Beach. Proposed day rate parking increases by $1 per day and will include an additional $1 hike for the next 2 years. Metered and short-term parking rates at various beach and marina lots are also set to increase by 50 cents per hour. Other extra fees are for RV hookup, marina storage, and kayak rental fees. Officials say the changes will generate an estimated $873,000 annually once fully implemented.
City leaders are ramping up disaster preparedness after a series of powerful earthquakes hit the Southern California region. Jesse Pierre has a story.
Aftershocks continue to rattle local communities following a 7.1 earthquake in Ridgecrest earlier this month.
It was a very long one. It was a very long rolling one. The most telling thing was that it actually did affect Torrance. It did shake Torrance pretty aggressively. Luckily, no damage for Torrance, but it also showed that the possibilities of what could happen if it did happen a bit more south in South Bay.
Emergency Services Manager Jeffrey Snoddy says you never know when the big one will strike. That is why he is urging residents to have an emergency plan in place.
There's been over 3,557 aftershocks, and they're still continuing. But the whole idea is to build a instant response in the event of an earthquake. There needs to be a lack of stigma and shame in the actions of drop, cover, and hold on.
During an earthquake, the thing you want to remember is to not stand under a doorway. It does nothing to protect you from flying objects. The ground will be shaking, and you're putting yourself more at risk for injuries. What you do want to remember, immediate actions, is to get under a sturdy desk or table. Drop, cover, and hold on. Snoddy also says that residents should have an emergency kit with the following essentials: water, non-perishable food, a flashlight, extra batteries, a first aid kit, medication, and a copy of important documents. There should also be a kit placed in your home, your work, and inside your car. And preparations are underway for many of the residents.
Well, my wife dragged out the 20-year-old earthquake bag and kind of restocked it a little bit.
Definitely made sure we had a little bit more water, a few more sustainable food items, and then on top of it, like, first aid kit was definitely restocked.
Residents should also sign up for Torrance Alerts, the city's mass emergency notification system. Through this free app, the city can inform the public on a call to action, like sheltering in place or to evacuate. And remember to exercise your plan. For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Jesse Pierre.
Thanks, Jesse. You can follow Torrance Emergency Services on Facebook and Twitter for the latest information and more disaster preparedness tips. And next week, Jesse will share tips on what to do if a disaster strikes while you're on the road.
An annual event that offers some sips and food while learning history is around the corner. The Torrance Historical Society and Museum is hosting its 8th annual Summer Stroll Special on August 8th. A docent-led tour will take participants into some of the hip restaurants in Old Torrance while learning about the history of the buildings. You will be able to see before and after photos of various sites. The suggested donation per ticket is $35. Reservations are on a first-come, first-served basis. The event is only for people 21 years of age and older. The fundraiser will support programs and projects for the Torrance Historical Society and Museum. To get more information, go to torrancehistoricalsociety.org.
The Torrance Certified Farmers Market welcomes a new vendor. Black Sheep Farms is offering a colorful selection of peppers, dried beans, tomatoes, and much more. They grow their goods on a 10-acre farm in Ontario, California. Owners Edgar and Lydia Jamie grow purple broccolini, green and red cabbage, rainbow carrots, celery, fennel, lettuce varieties, red and white onions, watermelon radish, and strawberries. They use organic methods and use drip irrigation to save water. The Torrance Certified Farmers Market is open Tuesdays and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., rain or shine. Well, still ahead, tunes from a local band filled up Wilson Park.
Plus, the community learned about raptors with a live show and tell.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys, preferably somewhere they would never look. Did that go okay? You have to provide an outlet for their creative expression. So good. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey. I'm ready for the...
Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
The Majoras Marsh Preserve and Nature Center hosted a one-of-a-kind event introducing the community to an important species.
This yellow isn't so prominent in non-breeding season. During the breeding season, they are beautiful yellow and sometimes even an orange color.
Manager of the Majoras Marsh Preserve and Nature Center, Melissa Lobel, had the chance to talk about one of her biggest passions, raptors. At the Magnificent Raptors event, Lobel taught history, how to identify them, ecology of raptors, and discuss their importance. Live raptors were on display as she shared her experiences with falling in love with these birds of prey and how they are indicator species. They help people evaluate and understand the ecosystem. Considered one of the most powerful birds of prey, raptors are different than others because they capture their prey with their feet. They have crushing feet power of more than 1,000 pounds per square inch in comparison to the human hand that is 65 to 120. Attendees were excited as they learned to differentiate raptors and how they are necessary to providing a thriving ecosystem. The Marsh partnered with a group called Raptors Event. That is an outreach program that handles reptiles and birds.
Today we're going to actually have a baby Eurasian eagle owl here that's only a month old, and we'll have a lanner falcon. Those are both non-native birds to North America, but they do represent, and they're very closely related to our native great horned owl and peregrine falcon.
Lobel says this type of gathering is part of the Marsh's mission to educate the public. She also shared information about bald, golden eagles, and peregrine falcons. You can stop by the Majoras Marsh year-round, and you're likely to see red-tail and red-shoulder hawks, along with American castrels, which is the smallest falcon in North America. The marsh is located at 3201 Plaza del Amo.
The 50s themed event Rock Around the Block, inspired by the 1956 All-America City Award, is back in Torrance, and Torrance City Cable reporter Jen Marua has the story.
The anticipated 15th annual Rock Around the Block celebration returned to downtown Torrance. Debbie Hayes, event organizer, spoke with us about how the Torrance Historical Society and Museum shows off its city's history while hosting a family-friendly event.
We've always hosted this event right in front of the museum. That's the key focal point of the event, and that's where the games take place as well, and those are wild.
All for free, family fun was full of exciting activities: rock painting, glitter tattoos, and a cakewalk, to name a few. These retro games were very popular, and Debbie Hayes mentioned how the community comes together.
Everybody loves the 50s, and this event draws the community together. Young at heart, and who doesn't want to come out and have fun?
These 50s-inspired games weren't the only thing that rocked the block. President and CEO of the Volunteer Center in Torrance, Sarah Myers, brought a fun teddy bear toss while spreading awareness on how to get involved with the community.
We brought a booth with games for the kids, and what we're showcasing is the ways that people can get involved and show more empathy and compassion to each other as neighbors.
The fire department had a CPR demonstration where people could learn proper techniques on how to give CPR. This celebration has brought together the community with games and a car showcase. With 95 cars to choose from, attendees have the ability to vote for their favorite vintage car. Owners gathered up to show off their old-fashioned cars and spoke about the details with anyone who stopped by for a look. Jim Morrison, vice president of the South Bay Mustang owners, was more than happy to have a conversation about the impact the community has made at this annual celebration.
The thing about the car culture these days is it's a lot of us older folks, and I think this is a way for us to engage the younger folks, because we really need to young this up. I'm trying to engage my grandkids and my daughters. You know, they like cars. Unfortunately, we need to pick this up for the younger generation, so we keep it going.
It was a night of unity as the community came together to enjoy their time with family, friends, and neighbors. I'm Jen Marua for Torrance City Cable.
Thanks, Jen. Rock Around the Block has been growing recognition, and more of our local residents are attending each year.
Well, a young man from Torrance is proving that you just never know how far in life a childhood hobby could take you. As reporter Colleen Farrell found out at the Rock Around the Block in Old Torrance, With a little practice and determination, you just might become the best in the world.
The next time someone tries to tell you your childhood hobby won't amount to anything, you might want to introduce them to Alex Satori. The now 21-year-old recent graduate of MIT took up the hobby of yo-yoing as a student at Richard Middle School in Torrance.
A group of my friends in middle school were playing with yo-yos and they brought them and I thought it was cool and I never stopped ever since then.
Within just 6 months, Alex asked his mom Linda to take him to the Yo-Yo World Contest.
I thought I had better learn a little bit more about yo-yoing if he's ready for the World Championship.
As Alex honed his skills, he quickly became an expert in what's known as the 3A yo-yo style. It involves 2 yo-yos. At age 12, he became America's junior national champion and the youngest competitor in the finals at the national championship. He's since gone on to win 7 national titles and is currently second in the world. But for Alex, it's never been about winning.
I did it because I enjoy doing it and I just happen to do well at competitions. I also like how creative I can be. It's kind of relaxing to be able to sit there and just fiddle around with the yo-yo and make up my own unique tricks that nobody's ever done.
The South High School graduate makes a point to attend and perform at the annual summertime Rock Around the Block event in Old Torrance as a way to give back to his hometown. He always makes time to teach tips and tricks about yo-yoing.
I absolutely hope kids will follow my footsteps. They're the next generation of yo-yoers. The only secret is that you have to practice.
The secret behind the perfect yo is all in the throw. You want to give it enough energy so it comes back to you. While a student at MIT, Alex designed and manufactured his own yo-yo that he would later use at the 2018 World Yo-Yo Contest. He has since designed a yo-yo called the Boost, which is now sold worldwide. When he's not gearing up for the next yo-yo competition, it's likely you'll find Alex pursuing his other passion, robotics. It's yet another pursuit that has taken him to the world stage. His 250-pound robot Uppercut recently debuted on this season's BattleBot show on the Discovery Channel. As Mom says, it's all just proof there is no pursuit wasted in youth.
I always encourage young kids, whatever they like to do it with all their heart and stick with it if they really like it, and something wonderful might come of it.
For Torrance City Cable, I'm Colleen Farrell.
Thanks, Colleen. Alex Satori will return to MIT this fall for graduate school, where he will study mechanical engineering. You can catch his robot Uppercut on this season's BattleBots, which will air throughout the summer on the Discovery Channel.
Wilson Park was packed with music enthusiasts for a night of tunes. The band Woody and the Longboards brought people to their feet as they performed a variety of music hits from legendary California bands such as the Beach Boys, Eagles, and more. It was the second concert that the City of Torrance hosted as part of their annual summer concerts. Attendees rolled out their blankets, brought out their lawn chairs, and packed a picnic to enjoy the outdoor performance that took place at Wilson Park's recently renovated amphitheater. The event was sponsored by Memorial Care Medical Group.
We are having an awesome time. It's so much fun. Everyone should be here listening to this.
It's been great. We're having a great time. Got here with some neighbors, just hanging out, listening to some music that we like. It's awesome.
The band started in 2002 by John Woody Keating, who sings and plays the guitar, keyboards, and is also a 5th grade teacher in California. The Longboards Band includes 4 other artists: Jude Wright, Andy Young, Joe Manchego, and Ricky Constantino. Lisa Haley and the Zycats will perform at the next concert on Saturday, August 17th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. For more information, visit arts.torranceca.gov.
A new business opened its doors, providing healthier options for customers. people braved the long lines in hopes of getting a 16-ounce juice or smoothie for just $1 at Nectar Juice Bar's grand opening in Torrance. From 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., customers came out to the location in the Rolling Hills Plaza on Pacific Coast Highway and Crenshaw Boulevard. Owners say this location is one of the first in the South Bay, bringing the Orange County brand to the area.
Nectar offers health. I mean, healthy. We have no additives, no preservatives, no sugar added to our juices. It's what you see is what you get. All our vegetables, everything, fruit is displayed in front of everyone. The guest walks in. There's no powders we're adding, nothing. So we're giving you complete purity and health. So it's pretty good.
We're excited to bring this phenomenal brand, which is very healthy. As you know, we've got the best acai bowls, juices, and smoothies in the world. And we've been getting very popular because of our product, and we're happy to bring it to the South Bay.
The company says some benefits to juicing include getting your daily dose of fruits and veggies, improving digestion, boosting immunity, increasing energy, and leading to a healthier hair, skin, and nails. Nectar products are designed to increase overall health and wellness by feeding the body with essential nutrients. Using only fresh and raw ingredients, the company is based on the idea that healthy can be affordable. The first location opened in Costa Mesa and has grown since then with communities across the country.
I love this place. I heard they were going to open, and I love that they open at 7 a.m. because I work out in the mornings, and the stores around here are closed. The flavors, they have really good rewards.
I love the nectar juices and smoothies because they're fresh and they're clean. They're not with a lot of sugars, and they give me that extra boost to get through the rest of my day.
I'm trying the turmeric sunrise, so it helps with inflammation. I'm going to see how that works out.
You can learn more at nectarjuicebar.com.
If you're looking to get the latest streetwear and skate gear, Del Amo Fashion Center is the place for you. Xtreme Board Shop is now open on the upper level near Macy's. From apparel, shoes, accessories, the new storefront fuses action sports with lifestyle trends. The company opened in 2001. It has stores in Culver City, Santa Ana, and Lakewood. Some brands they carry are Nike SB, Girl America, Vans, Thrasher, The Hundreds, and Spitfire, to name a few. They also sell snowboards and skateboards along with gear. To check out their inventory, head to xbusa.com.
Grabbing a delicious drink at your local coffee bean and tea leaf location may soon make you feel nostalgic. In honor of the popular Friends show turning 25 this year, the coffee chain debuted special coffee and tea products inspired by it. On July 31st, you can stop by a store and purchase the themed products such as the Central Perk Medium Roast, that is the perfectly balanced coffee with a nutty aroma. The roasts and teas are already available online. The retail store will be selling themed beverages through August 27th as well. The drink names range from the Joey, the Monica, the Rachel, the Ross, to the Phoebe, which is a cookies and cream blended iced drink made with espresso, sweet and creamy vanilla, and chocolate cookie pieces. They collaborated with Warner Brothers to create the special edition drinks. You can also buy them at coffeebean.com.
A sold-out event that was all about literature brought teachers and students together under one roof. For the first time, the Torrance Unified School District hosted an event called Camp Nerdling that attracted 300 students to Torrance High School to learn about what it means to be a writer and thinker. The mission was to keep students engaged in literacy during the summer. The free one-day conference was sold out and was for Torrance students in 2nd through 8th grades. Attendees interacted with children, book authors, librarians, educators, and illustrators. There were sessions throughout the day on reading, storytelling, how to write a time travel story, cooking up a food story, and creative thinking. The idea of the event came from 2 of the district's literacy coaches.
It's amazing. This has been, as Jackie might have mentioned, this has been a year from dream to fruition. So it has been so exciting as we got a little bit closer, all the excitement mounted, and to see the kids here, to pop into classrooms and see the joy on their faces, the creativity. They are drawing, writing, shouting out ideas, singing, making crafts. The range of it is really, really incredible.
Really what we wanted to do was bring together kids, especially that middle grade area, grades 4 through 7, where they start to sort of lose interest in school, to reignite them and what it means to be literate these days, both in
English, but also in science and in math. And so we have over 30 authors here today that are participating in this event, that are here to just help our students to just really engage in what it means to be a writer and a thinker and an illustrator here.
All students left with a free book by one of the featured authors. They also got hands-on experience in what was called a maker space and an inquiry lab where students could explore a variety of questions and learn more. A highlight of the event was when students made their own healthy trail mix snack.
One of the things that we really like to talk about with kids is them asking the questions rather than teachers asking the questions. And so our inquiry lab today has provided an opportunity for kids to just research and talk and collaborate around all the things that they're curious about, and then come back and they get to be the experts in the room. And I think that's something that we have to sort of keep centered in schools all the time, is keep kids at the center of the learning, and they become the experts.
There was also one day that was dedicated for just teachers and educators around the South Bay that was an unconference. They discussed their own workshops about literacy in the classroom and inspired one another for the upcoming school year. 400 teachers attended the camp, including ones from San Diego.
And before we go, here are some events you won't want to miss. Del Amo Fashion Center is hosting its Kids Back to School event on Wednesday, July 31st. From 10 a.m. to noon, there will be fun educational activities all day, face painting, balloon twisting giveaways, food sampling, and much, much more. Then once again, the Torrance South Bay YMCA is hosting a health screening for the community. They will have free glucose and cholesterol screenings on Monday, August 5th from 9 a.m. to noon. Well, that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Jin Chen.
And I'm Christine Lee. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.